Time to guess the big purchase. Big purchase. All right? In fact, let me get to Mike in Youngstown. He has a guess. Guess my big purchase. Hi, Mike. What's on your mind?
Hi, Dan. How you doing?
Great, Mike.
Hey, Dan, I got a big chuckle yesterday when you were talking about water in the ketchup bottle. I experienced that same thing growing up. But my guess, Dan, you're in Maine. You bought a snowmobile.
Nope. No. Good guess, though. Thank you, Mike. You got to factor in where I am in Maine. Todd, guess the big purchase.
I think there's a trick question, and it's an indoor thing, and I'm going to go with a fancy aquarium of some sort with exotic fish.
Aquarium.
Because nothing says Maine like exotic fish.
Oh, yeah. It's a hotbed of
I think
fish.
it'd be very cozy inside your main cabin to have a really nice aquarium.
Yes. I'd be the envy of the neighborhood. I got an aquarium. Come on over, kids. Yes, Seton.
I think Todd is hovering in the right area, but slightly off base. I think it's not an aquarium for fish. I think it's a fishing pole.
Fishing pole.
I think it's you got yourself a fancy new fishing rod and reel. Maybe a lure and a tackle box for yourself.
Okay. Marvin, is that your guess?
That was new fishing rods.
All right. Paul?
I had thought snowmobile before that guess was just called in. I'm going to audible to, I don't know what they call them, those quads, those winter quads, like those John Deere.
Side by side.
Yeah, those side-by-side winter quads. Maybe one of those.
Nope. I had a big purchase. An auger.
Excuse me?
An auger.
Oh, are you ice fishing? That's
Yes.
for an auger for ice fishing.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's a good purchase.
You get the auger and you drill the holes in the ice.
Yeah.
And then you set your traps so you can go ice fishing. Yes, Paul.
I have two thoughts here. Seton, McLovin, and I auged a little bit when we were in Minnesota. And Seton, if you remember right, they let me do the auging. I almost sent it right through the ice into the icy waters below.
Yes.
Secondly, Dan, I always worry with you and power tools and power equipment. Are you auging, or you have an auger on staff
Well, there is a designated auger
in the neighborhood?
Yes, but if he's not around, then I am going to auger. Now, there's another thing that I want to purchase, and this is going to make you really nervous.
Health insurance?
A chainsaw.
Oh,
No,
dear.
I'm not going to allow that.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm going to have to step in at this juncture.
Yeah.
For
I got these
firewood?
dead trees. Yeah, I don't know. And my wife said, you can't do the chainsaw. I said, okay. I said, what about the auger? And so she said, yeah, I can get an auger.
Well, Dan, chop your own firewood. It'll warm you twice, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the old saying.
Yeah, you get warm while you're cutting the firewood, and then warm
when you burn it.
The other old saying is having 7 toes is no fun. I don't want you using a chainsaw, man, because you're very impatient with tools and equipment, and if it doesn't start, you'll be pulling and grabbing different ends.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just, when you think outdoorsman, you think me. Yes, Todd.
You're walking around with an auger. That don't make you no ice fisherman, though.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
You got an auger, but you're not cutting any holes in that.
There ain't no fish in the pond. You're walking around with an auger. That's the problem. You ain't going to catch no fish with that.
It is a little nerve-wracking when you walk on the ice, and you can use the auger to see how thick the ice is, but you start to walk, and then you hear a crack, and then all of a sudden, now there's trucks on the ice, and there's cabins that they're out there ice fishing, and here I am like tiptoeing out there with my dog, and I'm just thinking, God, if I go under. Now they do have something, believe it or not, if you've been around ice fishing, or you just go out on the ice, you can have something that's around your neck that if you fall in, you can take it off your neck.
Like a dog chain?
Kind of, and you use it like an ice pick to be able to put it in the ice to pull yourself back up. All these things that I'm learning here now. I am truly an outdoorsman. Yes, Marvin.
Do you feel pressure to be more of a man's man now that you're
Yes.
in Maine?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I'm around guys that when they start talking about things and dressing a deer, all these, like, they're men. Like, these, these are the guys who are out ice fishing with no gloves on, their coat open. Meanwhile, I'm, trying to be as covered up as possible. Yes, Paul.
Yeah, you hear dressing a deer, you think, why are they putting a sweater and a hat on a deer?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
That's weird.
They don't like those.
How do you get to stand still?
Yeah. Hey, we were gonna go duck hunting. Do you want to get a duck blind? And I go, sure.
What do you do to you?
Poor guy, shouldn't shoot a duck blind. Yes, Todd.
Is there pressure to get some kind of moose head that you got all by yourself?
No.
You don't have to do that.
None of that. There will not be any animal
Great.
that's mounted on the wall. No. I always get creeped out when I see that. Like, things staring at you. No. Antlers. I can, put my coat on the antler. No, we're not doing any of that stuff. Just being a man's man. Getting some flannel. Got to have flannel.
While discussing interior design.
Yes, that's true. There's a juxtaposition there.
There is.
But that's me. I'm a Renaissance man. Renaissance.